Hello friends, welcome to Neela Studio. In today's video, I'm going to show you depth of armhole theory. So this is one of the very important lesson you will learn for making the blouse with perfect armhole round. Okay, so how you need to adjust. Let me explain to you. When you have a chest of 30 and then you will see here the armhole round is 13. Okay, every person is not of the same measurement. Okay, so just because I gave here 30 doesn't mean that your armhole round will be only 13. Okay, it can be 14 also, it can be 15 also. So how you need to adjust on the armhole round, like for 34 it is showing here armhole round is 50. Okay, but see, for me I am 34 size, but my armhole round is not 15, it is actually 14. Okay, so I will adjust according to that. So you have to adjust your armhole round, and how you check your armhole round when you make the pattern I will explain to you. Okay, to start with, I'm going to draw the back part of the blouse first, and then I will show you the front armhole curve and also the front neck curve, what you should note while making the pattern. Okay, now let's start. See here, I've given in this chart, you can take a printout of this and keep it, and I've also given everything in clear in detail so that it will be easy for you to calculate. Like for chest, from chest 28 to 48, that is triple XS to 5XL, I have given the measurements. Across shoulder, see, for across shoulder also I've given here. It is not a must that every across shoulder will be the same for all these sizes. It can vary. Okay, so based on that you have to take the measurement and adjust according to that. But average, these are the measurements. Half across shoulder, see, this is across shoulder, full across shoulder, but when we make the pattern we normally take half across shoulder, so that also I have calculated and given here. So the depth of armhole I have given here. The formula for this I've already told you, that you have to divide your chest by 6 and you will get it. Okay, you have to follow these for depth of armhole. Armhole round is like this, 12, 13 according to the sizes, but it can vary. Half armhole round also I have given here. Okay, so let's start now. To begin with, I'm going to start with the length of the blouse. So the length is 13 inches. So I'm going to measure 13 inches and mark from here to here for the length. This is for 34 chest size blouse. So I am drawing 13 inches length for the center back of the blouse. Now I'm going to draw across shoulder. Across shoulder is 14 inches. So half of it is what we need to see, which is 7 inches. Now I'm going to take the neck depth for 9 inches. So for 9-inch deep neck, I have shown you in my earlier video how you bring the across shoulder inside so that the shoulder doesn't fall down. Okay, so now for across shoulder you have to take, for every 1 inch of the neck depth you have to take quarter-inch inside. So you have to take 9 times of quarter-inch inside to make the across shoulder smaller. We have to now mark the neck width. So how do we calculate the neck width? 34 chest measurement divide by 12 will give you the neck width, which is 3 inches. So now you can mark 3 inches here. Now using the French curve, I'm going to draw the back neck curve like this. Draw whatever neck design you need for your blouse. Now I'm going to reduce the across shoulder as we have taken 9 inches back neck depth. So for that, the 9-inch depth, so I'm going to reduce from the 7 inches which we marked, I'm going to reduce for every 1 inch I'm going to reduce quarter inch. So 9 times of quarter inch I'm going to reduce. So like this you count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then mark a point there, and that will be your half across shoulder. So you draw a straight line down like this for your depth of armhole. Now you mark half an inch down from across shoulder and draw the shoulder slope like this. Now mark the armhole depth on this line. So armhole depth is actually for 34, it is 5.6 inches. So from top you need to measure and mark 5.6 down. Now this point is also going to be your chest line. So just draw a line there first. Chest is 34. So let's divide this by 4. You will get 8.5. So we will mark 8.5 on this chest line. For the back pattern, we are not going to add ease. So we are going to mark exactly 8.5. We will now have to mark half of armhole depth, which is 2.8 inches. So this is the midpoint. So now we'll have to shape the back armhole curve. So we can shape it using a pattern master. So this is your back armhole curve. So we have done the back part of the blouse. So this is your back armhole curve. We have finished with back part of 34 size blouse. Now I am going to mark front neck depth of 6 inches for this blouse. This is where you will have your front neck curve. Now I will explain to you for your front armhole curve. You have to take half an inch from the armhole depth inside and mark a point there, and then draw a straight line from top to this point. Now take the midpoint of this line now. The midpoint will be 2.8. So mark at 2.8 here. Now you have to take the chest measurement on this line for the front. So for the front we are going to divide the chest 34 by 4, and we will be adding the ease of half an inch for this. So you can actually add half an inch or 3/4 inch as per your comfort. Now you will shape the front armhole curve from top, connecting the midpoint and then under the armhole and till the half an inch which we extended. This blue curved line is your front armhole curve. This mark here, that blue line is for 34 chest line armhole curve. Armhole round is 7.5 inches. So let's measure and see if the back armhole is coming to 7.5. Yes, exactly 7.5. Front armhole curve, you should get 7.5 plus 0.5, which is 8 inches. So let's see by measuring whether we are getting 8 inches. If your armhole round is less than 7.5, then you should take 2 mm above and then draw the armhole curve. and then when you measure, you will get your required measurement. Like say for 7 inch, only if it is only 14, then you can just draw like that. See, you just draw like this, and then when you measure, you will note that it is slightly gone up, and you will get your required measurement of 7 inches. When your chest is 34 and your armhole round is 15.5, okay, or 16, then you need to change the armhole curve to make it slightly bigger by bringing it down by adding another 2 points down. Then you take the curve slightly bigger. See, I will measure again and show you. You have to hold the tape like this standing and then measure. You'll get exactly 8 inches like this. Now let us see how to draw the armhole curve for 38 chest. So for 38, we have to see the across shoulder first. So the across shoulder for 38 is 15.5, and half of that is 7.75. So mark at 7.75 here. Now for 38 chest and 9 inch neck depth, you will have to take the shoulder inside by 9/4 inches. The tape and mark 7.75 across shoulder, and take 1/4 inch, 9 times 1/4 inch for your new across shoulder for the deep neck. Now mark here 38, as that is going to be the 38 chest measurement. Depth of armhole line is going to come here. Now mark the armhole depth of 6.3 here on this straight line. Take the tape and measure and draw 6.3 here. Now this point is going to be your chest line, so draw another straight line like this. Then divide 38 chest by 4 and you will get 9.5. So mark 9.5 on this line for your chest line. So this is going to be your back armhole line for 38 chest. So I am going to draw it on this black pen. So this is your back armhole curve for 38 chest line. Let us mark the chest line for 38. So for 38 is 9.5. But we are going to take another half an inch for ease and mark here. Now let's see how to draw the front armhole curve for 38 chest. So for that, draw the same way, half an inch inside, and then draw a straight line down from top like this, and then take the midpoint of this, midpoint of 6.3, and mark a point there. Then use the French curve and shape the front armhole curve for 38 chest. So this is your front armhole curve for 38 inches chest. Measure the back armhole curve for 38 chest. So for 38 chest, you keep the tape like this and measure and see. Correct. Now for the front, you should have another half an inch more because of the dot we will have here on the armhole. So for that, you just measure like this, the pink line only. Okay, then you will get 8.5 plus half, which is 9 inches. Okay, so that means the armhole round circle is also perfect for 38 size. Also for the front, for the neck, we have to calculate 38 divided by 12 will give you 3.1, which comes here. The pink line is for 38 chest blouse. Hope you understood the armhole depth and curve for 34 and 38 chest. Let us now see for size 42 chest. See, the across shoulder for 42 is 16.5. So 8.25 will be half across shoulder for 42. So we have to keep the tape here and mark 8.25 here. So this point, this is for 42 chest blouse. For 42 chest with 9-inch back depth, you have to bring the shoulder inside. So when your shoulder is measuring 8.25, you have to take 9 times quarter inch inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and mark here. So this is where your across shoulder for 42 will come. So mark here as 42. We have now moved across shoulder inside. Now let's do the neck width. The neck width is calculated by 42 divided by 12. So you will get 3.5 inches. So you mark 3.5 here. See, this is how we have to grade the pattern as per the required size. So the green color is for 42 chest, neck, front neck depth and armhole curve. So now from top draw a straight line for armhole depth at point 42 and then draw a straight line down. And then you measure the required armhole depth, which is 7 inches. So measure and mark 7 inches point. This is going to be your 42 chest line also. Now let's mark the chest point. So the chest is 42, so divide by 4 and then you mark it here 10.5. So which comes here. So this is your back armhole curve, which will come here. So this is your back armhole curve for size 42. So this black armhole curve is for 42 chest. 42 chest measurement I have marked here. This is your front neck depth in green and how wide it is going here. Let us mark the 42 chest line for the front, which is 42 you divide by 4, you will get 10.5 plus another point which will be 11. So you mark a point at 11 here. Take half an inch inside from the depth of armhole point for 42 and then mark a point and draw a straight line from top to down here, and then you find the midpoint of this line and then you take the armhole curve. You will have to draw the front armhole curve like this. From top you connect to the midpoint and then connect to the armhole curve ending where we have marked the point at 11. So this green curved line is for your 42 chest front armhole curve. Let us measure the back armhole curve for size 42 chest. So for that you need to get 9 inches back armhole curve. So which is exactly 9 inches. See, again I will measure and show you. Keep it standing like this and then you measure. So you should get 9 inches on the back armhole curve. For the front armhole curve, we should get 9.5 as we are going to add the dot here. So let's measure and see. See, if your chest is 42 inches and your armhole round is bigger than 18 inches, say it is 18.5 or 19, then you have to take down and make a deeper curve so that your armhole will be slightly bigger. If your chest measurement is 42 and your armhole is only like say 17.5 or 17, then you have to take 2 points above and make a smaller curve. Just reduce the curve to meet your required measurement. So this is how you adjust accordingly. The black curve line is for the back armhole curve and the black neck depth is for back. See, 34 chest back armhole is in black line and the front is in blue color. See, the black armhole curve for 38 is in black curve line and for the front armhole curve for 38 is in pink curve line. Same way for 42 chest, the black armhole curve is in black and the green is for the front armhole curve for 42. You know the formula now, so you can calculate for all other sizes and draft the pattern accordingly. First, you calculate your neck width for your chest measurement and then your across shoulder measurement depending on your neck depth. For every inch, take 2 points of an inch inside. Okay? And then you move it inside, then you will get this. I have not added the seam allowance on this drafting. You have to add the seam allowance after you cut out the pattern once you've made, and then you add half an inch around the neck, front neck, then the back neck curve, then the shoulder, and then the armhole curve half an inch. Hope you understood the depth of armhole theory. Please give a thumbs up if you like it. You can take a printout of this depth of armhole theory sheet measurements which I have given here. So it will be easy when you are working on any size pattern. Thank you for watching my video.